Hi everyone, Reverend Sarah Grady from St. Paul's United Church in Paris, doing a Tuesday check-in, and I hope that you're doing really great. It's beautiful out there today, so I hope you have some time to get outside and enjoy the sun and the warmth of this fall day. We are in a new season, and for some people like me, I love fall and it's exciting. Other people are missing the summer warmth and days for flip-flops and shorts, so today you could probably have that. So get out there and enjoy. I have just some announcements for our community before I move into a check-in time. And the first one is that this coming Thursday, September the 30th, is officially Orange Shirt Day. We lifted this up in our worship service on Sunday, but I want to make sure folks are aware that in response to the calls to action from the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, we are recognizing this as a day that our church building will be closed. And we hope that you take some time to wear orange, but also to do some education. There's lots of things available for you to do some education around what truth and reconciliation means. The Woodland Cultural Center has some wonderful things that they're offering online, and there's some services I'm going to be posting that will be taking place, vigil type services that will be happening through the United Church, so I'll make sure those are posted as well for Thursday. The second thing is this coming Sunday. I've been reminding folks, I'm going to do one more last reminder that we are celebrating World Communion Sunday this coming Sunday, October the 3rd, and it is Bring Your Own Element Communion. We've been doing this throughout the pandemic, so just a reminder to go ahead and bring those elements with you to church, and if you forget, or for those who didn't know beforehand, we will have safely prepackaged elements for you to take part so that no one is excluded from the table. So that's for this coming Sunday, October the 3rd. And the last announcement that I want to make is this last year in June 2020, we took part with a few other community groups in a community food drive. There has been a huge uptick, I'm not sure the word I'm looking for, in need for food banks during the pandemic. We have seen the rise of the need just exponentially, even here in our community of Paris. And so we're doing another community food drive, although this one is a bit smaller scale. We overwhelmed actually our food bank systems in Paris last year by collecting 18,000 pounds of food. So that's pretty awesome. I believe the dates that we're working with this year are going to be taking flyers around between October 16th and 18th, and pickup day will be Saturday the 23rd of October, but we will confirm all those details and the routes that St. Paul's United Church will be responsible for shortly. If you are wanting to volunteer with us again and take part, we would love it. It would be so appreciated and so helpful. So please be in touch and let us know if you're willing to take part and join us for that. Okay, that's all the announcements that I have. The last thing I want to check in about is what we were talking about in church on Sunday, and that's this idea of the stumbling blocks that are in front of us that keep us from having our deeper relationship with the divine and in turn with one another. And that can be a lot of different things. The passage that we examined on Sunday is one I even said in my sermon, I wanted to skip over this one this week because I just find the language so startling. It's the Mark Gospel passage where Jesus talks about cutting off limbs and tearing out eyes in order to remove the things that are getting in the way of us really and truly being people who are in the world together in the ways that Jesus was trying to exemplify. So you can see why I maybe didn't want to talk about this passage on Sunday. But stumbling blocks that he's talking about are not literally taking off limbs and tearing out eyes. That's not literally, I believe it is a metaphorical statement for removing the things in our life or getting past the stumbling blocks that keep us away from having a deeper relationship with each other and with God and coming to know Jesus. So those can be a lot of different things, they can be our fear of change or the fear of the unknown. And there are lots of ways to move past the stumbling blocks in our lives. Sometimes we need to get a little bit brave and move past the things, opinions that we've held for years. Maybe it's time to re-educate ourselves. Maybe we've been thinking about something a certain way that it's time to examine why so many people are saying, well, actually, that's not the way it is. That's not how I feel. So maybe it's time, maybe that's the stumbling block, and it's time to re-examine opinions or schools of thought on certain things. So maybe that's a stumbling block for you. Or perhaps the stumbling block could be a relationship that you're hanging on to that you need to let go of because it's not fruitful for either one of you anymore. Or perhaps it's your job. Maybe the stumbling block for you having a deeper relationship with God's earth and God's people and God is your job. Whatever that might look like for you. I'd love to hear from you if you've got some things you want to chat about with those stumbling blocks. If there is an example that you want to share with us, please feel free to put that in the comment section below. And if you want to get in touch with me, please feel free to reach out to me at the church office or by email. I'd love to hear from you about your stumbling blocks. Wherever you are this day, my friends, I hope that you're safe. I hope that you're well. And I always hope that I'll get to see you soon. I'll talk to you later.